Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Hot Combs and Popcorn, here with your new favorite series, Pilot Season. Okay. Now, if you don't know what Pilot Season is an analysis series, okay, where we talk about the pilot episodes of successful Black TV shows. If you don't know what Pilot Season is a time in which the networks greenlight the pilot episode of pitch shows to be made. And if they do well, the show can be renewed for a full season and go on to become a household name for years to come. And here, all of our shows are greenlit and all of our shows have legacies. Okay. Slight flex. With that being said, we're now on our fifth episode. Now, first, let me talk about the stakes of this episode. The current tally is Bobby 1, Danielle 3. Okay. If Bobby does not win this next episode, Danielle will be the winner. If Bobby wins this next episode, then we're going to go to a sixth episode. And if Bobby doesn't tiebreak that sixth episode, then she loses. We only going up to 7. Max.
Oh, it's really like the NBA Finals for real.
It really is. It's giving
game
3-1 lead. So, yeah.
Yeah. But you know what? Never underestimate the underdog. Have me in the first half. I can still come back.
I love that for you. Okay. So, I love the optimism. So today's episode, I tried to choose an episode that I feel like both of them would have watched, know a little something about. It's a little show we like to call Girlfriends. Okay. Iconic theme song, everything, the characters, all that. So if you don't know, Pilot Season is also a game show. That's why Danielle is 3 and Bobby is 1. If you would like to participate, get your notes now. Get your notebooks, get your pens. There's bonus questions in this one. There's actually, multiple times for you to win stuff. But I do want to specify in the beginning of this episode, if you're going to do a bonus question, you either get -2 points or +2 points. So we're not just throwing bonus questions around because then they could be trivia questions. You don't have to answer a bonus question, but if you want to answer a bonus question, I'm going to need to see that 2-point waiver. And you know what's funny? You don't even need to have 2 points. You just wager in 2 points. So if you have 1 point, you do a bonus question, you don't get it, you have -1 points. I don't tell you. So do what you wish with that information, but that's what's happening. Okay, everyone know the stakes, the rules, what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I love that for us. Okay, y'all. Let's start this episode with Girlfriends, created by the Mara Brock Akil. I mean, she is that girl.
Period.
She is that girl. I don't know what to tell you. She's behind a lot of great stuff. And you know what's crazy? That brings us to our first trivia question.
Oh, shit. We just started.
Yeah, okay. They get moved around this time.
Oh, my God.
Need to make it feisty.
Okay, I'm ready.
First trivia question. What network did the show originally air on? It is multiple choice. Okay.
Oh, okay. Well.
Okay. And then let me make sure, because, we don't have time for discrepancies. We're going to have my good old Apple timer, stopwatch, whatever it's called. We're going to hear the do-do-do. And we give each other, well, it's not each other. I give them 10 seconds. And then I give the audience about 5 more seconds than them. So do what you will with that information. But the answer options are A, UPN, B, the CW, C, CBS, or D, ABC. We are starting the timer, and I'm going to read it again for the people in the back. What network did the show originally air on? Was it A, UPN, B, the CW, C, CBS, or D, ABC? Okay, Bobby, write that down. Timer is up. It's up. Ladies, please let me see your answers. They're going to put it up in front of the camera, so I'll read it out loud. Okay, we're starting strong. They both got it right.
Period.
If you don't know, UPN is also that girl, but that's a different conversation with a different thing. A lot of great Black things came out of UPN. So
the Black network, besides the other Black network.
Before BET was really BET. Yeah, arguably.
True. That that's a little dicey. That's a whole different conversation.
That's why because that's not the show for this.
We don't even need to.
And if you don't know at home, UPN stands for United Paramount Network. So it's basically like Paramount's urban network of the 2000s. So there we have that. Next, we have our executive producers of the show. Obviously, Mara Brock Akil is one. Kelsey Grammer, if you don't know his name in Hollywood, you might want to know his name in Hollywood. And Regina Y. Hicks. And the release date of the show was September 11th, 2000. September 11th, 2000. Okay, they just celebrated their 20th anniversary in September of 2020. And they just turned 23 years old. And everybody has not aged. And that's what I call Black magic. Okay.
Yeah. Wow.
Really? Yeah. Those girls. Yeah. Okay, so if you don't know, we now are going to get to our analysis part. Okay. The premise of the show, it's a very short premise founded on IMDb, not gonna lie, because it's a really long show in terms of seasons. And so I think this statement really encapsulates it. It says, a look into the lives, loves, and losses of 4 different Black women, Toni, Maya, Lynn, and Joan. Simple. To the point.
That's it.
No different than any other sitcom, okay? It is a multicam sitcom. It's a sitcom drama specifically because they be having tea in there. It has an average runtime of 22 minutes, and it had 3 different production companies. So it had Paramount Network, which was seasons 1 through 6. It had GramNet Productions, which I can only assume is Kelsey Grammer's network. I'm just gonna assume that's his production company. I'm not gonna say that for sure, but I'm just gonna assume that because that was not that relevant of information to look up. But that's my assumptions. And then CBS Paramount Network. So, like I said, we can get into networks another day. But the theme song, "Girlfriends," iconic, sung by the Angie Stone.
Girlfriends.
They be having famous people sing Black theme songs. I don't know what to tell anybody else. I mean, we had Destiny's Child sing "Proud Family." Like,
we sure did.
Oh, I'm trying not to sing it right now.
Right,
but I'm feeling it. It's in my body.
We're gonna be copyrighted. Don't sing it. Okay. Don't sing it. And then all of our contestants, hopefully you guys have seen the pilot episode as well. But Danielle and Bobby had to watch the pilot episode for this, and it was called Toe Sucking. And it was a pilot where it was filmed in front of a live studio audience. And I was like, wow, live studio audiences were live studio audiences back there. They were basically, it was a little step into the lives of the 4 main characters. And we got to see some stuff. So before we go into that episode, because there will be spoilers, let's talk about the main characters, because Girlfriends with an S is multiple people. So let's get into that. Okay, characters. Number 1, we're gonna do Joan Clayton, iconic. Okay, played by the Tracee Ellis Ross. She's like the mother of the group almost. If there was a Capricorn to be in the group, it would be Joan. Kind of
Capricorn.
She brings it together. She keeps people together, and she also works at a law firm. So she got that money. That money. She was in a crisis in the first episode about being single, but that's life.
Well, she was in a crisis throughout
the whole show. Actually,
and can we talk about the fact that her crisis was being 29?
Wait,
girl,
let's talk about it because
should I?
Should I be worried?
Am I?
It's like I turned 26 in like 6 months. I don't have any problem not being married right now. No problem not having kids right now. My career's, we don't got to talk about it, but the marriage and children, I feel like 30 is a great age to start popping them out. Maybe if you want, but you can wait. 29 is crazy.
I was like, I guess in the 2000s, I would have thought 30 was old, but like, I feel very much like I'm 19 and I'm not. So I don't know how to feel about a life crisis at 30, maybe 40, but like,
right.
Are there quarter crises?
I personally went through one.
I did too. Oh my gosh. What a year.
25.
What
25.
a year!
Well, actually,
like,
my crisis was 24, but it led all the way up to 25.
you know,
So
like that's close enough to being a
Yeah.
quarter. Like,
I
fighting
was
for our
like,
lives.
this is horrible. So
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna do at 30.
I think flirting 30 thriving really is a thing. Like, they
Yeah.
say your 30s is like your 20s, but with money. That's what I'm looking forward to. So
That's what I'm hoping.
yeah, that.
And
Yeah.
I hope the dating pool gets better because I feel that Joan, like
Joan was always stressed about a man.
she
Always.
was.
Always, the whole show.
She was. The men's got her every time.
Mm.
Okay, now let's go to the second character, Maya Wilkes. So she is a working class member of the group. Okay, she is about that life, first of all. She said, don't get it twisted. She said, I say things the way I want to say it, and you're going to hear it, and you're going to listen. I was like, I relate to her. Okay. In the beginning of the show, she is married. But I also think she was Joan's assistant.
Mhm.
She ended up quitting later on in the seasons, but when the pilot starts, she's Joan's assistant. And yeah, she basically was just living her little housewife life with her husband and her son. She had a son with her high school sweetheart. And let's get to that first bonus question. What was the son's name?
Ooh,
The way that I almost just said it.
I was about to say it too. I was just about to say
I
it.
told you I tried to make this fair.
I
tried to make it a battle royale.
But like, it was like a running joke to always get his name wrong. So what?
No,
if,
it was. So what's the real one? What's fact?
I think I got it.
Okay, well, you got 5 seconds left. So 4, 5.
Oh,
let's look at that answer for the both of you. They answered the bonus questions, y'all, for those who listening.
Oh, wait. Okay, wait. This is a bonus question?
This is a bonus question.
Oh, I didn't even hear
you
you
already
say
answered it. I did say bonus question. Let's see. Okay, I think they say the same thing.
Yeah, that says Jabari. Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
And then Danielle says Jabari, aka Jumanji, aka Jungle Gym, which I love. So yes, they both got it right. They got their bonus questions. Okay.
Okay, Bobby.
Oh my
getting
God.
spicy.
Honestly, I'm sweating a little bit, which is why I'm wearing a tank top.
It's getting competitive.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
My armpit's a little moist.
See, my fingers are touching. Okay. Next we have Lynn Searcy. She's Joan's roommate, played by Persia White. Oh, also, don't know if I said this, but Maya's played by Golden Brooks, who is just that girl. I mean, what is Black don't ever crack when it comes to them. So I'm not sure, what else needs to be known. But yeah, she's that girl. Just know she's that girl. Lynn, she was the free spirit of the group. She was the free spirit dater of the group. She was the only one that was technically on the show as a biracial Black woman. Even though we know Tracee Ellis Ross is a biracial Black woman, she was not identified as that in the show. She's just has Black parents, I believe. I believe her mother is in the show. Jennifer Lewis.
Yeah.
So yeah, I believe her mother in the show is Jennifer Lewis, but you don't see her until like seasons later.
No, no. That's Tony's mom.
Okay, I knew she was somebody's mom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Joan's mom did pop up though.
She did.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I can't remember.
A lot of seasons. Like I said, I'm not gonna say what I was about to say because it's one of my points for next. But girlfriends. Okay. The next one is the Antoinette Tony Childs Garrett, okay, because she had all the names. I think her middle name is Marie, so I was like, all right, we're not writing all that, but I love that for her. Tony she was the shallow, popular girl of the group. She is self-proclaimed the cute one. She's played by Jill Marie Jones, which I feel like Gold and Jill look very much alike to me.
They do.
I agree.
I feel like they could play sisters or something. They look very similar. They're playing two completely different characters, but they look very similar. That's just me.
I think they could be like half sisters, cousins, first cousins, maybe.
Related for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like as they've gotten older, they look more alike. In the show, maybe not like so close.
Yes. I agree. A fun fact is that all four main characters are named after influential people in Mara Brock Akil's life. So the first three that I'm about to say are named after Black authors and writers. So Lynn is named after E. Lynn Harris. Maya is named after Maya Angelou. Toni is named after Toni Morrison. And then Joan is named after Mara's mother. I was like, oh, that's so cute.
I just got
She
chills.
said that was the first name she had ready and prepared for the show was Joan. So that was a character that was always going to be there. And it was never going to go anywhere. She was always going to be a main character. So I love that. That's a cute little fun fact. Definitely something I would do. Then you have William Dent. He's like, the guy best friend. Honestly, hilarious.
I mean,
Bobby.
Yes. Okay, no, listen.
Honestly,
William is that girl.
I watched the show for the first time last year. So some of his jokes didn't age well as far as 2021, 2022 is concerned. So like it did rub me the wrong way a little bit. But he's fine.
Hilarious. I think I did LOL out loud a couple of times when he was saying stuff. And I was like, I see why he won them comedy awards. Mm-hmm. I see it. Mm-hmm. I do see it for him. He's great. I mean, there's nothing better than having a female friend group and having that one male friend. It's really a great time.
Yeah, that is a good point.
It's a great time.
That one guy, he be holding it down.
Yeah, he hold it down. You really got to get past season 3, Bobby, and then
Yeah, I stopped at the end of season 3, so
he's a really likable character.
He is,
and he is quite the person on TikTok. I've heard. So I don't have TikTok, but I heard he is very interesting. Reggie Hayes is who plays William. So he doesn't play William on TikTok, but I've heard that Reggie is a very interesting character. And on the show, he is the senior partner at a law firm with Joan. So in the very beginning, she becomes junior partner. So he's always kind of like a step above her in the show, but they both work at the same law firm. And let's go to a bonus question, because this is a bonus question that is very tricky.
Oh shit!
Very tricky.
Okay.
First of all, do you want to answer the bonus question?
Wait.
Is it a two-parter?
Do you want to answer the bonus question?
Honestly, I feel like I should. Why not,
Sure.
Okay, great. So we're in it together.
So this is a bonus question. Okay. This is a bonus question where you don't lose points, but you can get more points than another person.
Oh, period. Oh. Okay, look at that.
Okay.
Hey.
All right.
Right decision. Okay, what's up?
So the bonus question is, what is the name of the law firm that they work at? You get a point for every name you get correct. I will give you a hint. There are 4 names in the law firm.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Your time has started. I'm going to give you maybe 15, 20 seconds. Because, you got to write things down. And I actually have no idea. I don't remember if they said the law firm's name in the show or if it was, I think it was on the wall. But hey, it's a bonus question. For those who are at home, the bonus question again was, what is the name of the law firm that Joan and Will worked at? You get 1 point for every name you get correct. I'm going to give you about 10 more seconds, ladies. About 10 more seconds. Dang, I can't even hum the Jeopardy theme song. Can I? Is that?
The which theme song?
The Jeopardy theme song. I actually don't know if that's like.
Oh, it's
No, Bobby. No.
Oh.
No, Bobby. I meant copyright reasons, not how the actual song goes. Your time is up.
Okay, well,
your time's up. Let me see. Show me.
Listen, I just wrote some names.
I just wrote down names, and I.
Oh, that's Smith.
Okay, so I'm gonna read these for the people who are listening. Smith, Westbrook, Morrison, and Angelou Partners is Bobby's answer, and Danielle's is Jones, Johnson, Andrews, and Smith.
I feel like these are pretty good guesses. If you ask
I think they are great generic guesses. None of them are right, but I do love.
I felt really good about Smith.
I do love the Smith. You know,
I felt really good about that one.
For Danielle and Bobby and the people at home, the actual name of the law firm is Goldberg, Swedelson, McDonald, and Lee.
Lee would have been a
Lee.
Lee. Okay.
Yeah.
Everything else was not anywhere on my radar.
No.
Goldberg, Swedelson, McDonald, and Lee law firm.
Okay.
I don't know those men.
Yeah.
I don't know those men.
Sorry
either.
to that man.
Sorry to that
That's
man.
what Google told me. So I was like, that seems good.
She said this will get him.
Seems good enough. Next, next is Darnell Wilkes. He plays Maya's husband. I believe he's a mechanic for most of the show, but they eventually get divorced and it's like a whole thing. He and the next character I'm going to say are actually not introduced in the pilot, but they are in the first season. Well, the second one is not in the first season, but he's in the first season. And he's played by Khalil Kane from seasons 2 through 8. Now we have another bonus question. This one is a standard bonus question. If you try to answer this and it is wrong, you will lose 2 points. I want to remind the audience at home, each of them are at 3. Do you want to participate in this bonus question?
Yeah.
Okay, me too.
Okay, we love peer pressure. So
I was waiting for Danielle to answer.
Listen to this question very carefully.
Okay.
All right. Flex Alexander played Darnell Wilkes in season 1 of the show. He left after landing a lead role on what show?
Ooh, wait.
Ooh, they're oohing. They're oohing. They're oohing. They're oohing. They're oohing. They're oohing. I'm going to read that one more time for the people at home and for Bobby to write something down. Flex Alexander played Darnell Wilkes in season 1 of the show. He left after landing a leading role on what show? Bobby, you got 3 seconds.
I think I got it. I got it.
1. Let me see them papers.
Oh, I think you got it. I literally tried. I wrote so fast. I don't even know.
I don't know what yours said.
What did I say?
Wrong, but I don't know.
That one Tyler Perry.
I don't know what did it. Okay, well,
that one Tyler Perry show. I could not think of the name.
It's that's not even 2 points for Danielle and negative 2 points.
Oh
my for Bobby.
God.
A little UPN trivia because 101 was also.
It sure was.
Yeah, you were absolutely.
And they came out. They came out right back to back.
Yeah,
so testing your culture too.
They did. I've never seen 101.
Shout out to my sister. Shout out to my sister.
I'll share my not safe space thought at the end of this.
Okay.
But I've seen episodes. The last person I'm gonna say is Monica Brooks Dent, who basically plays William's wife. They didn't like her at first. They like her now towards the end, but you know, she's listed as a main character, so I wanted to list her as a main character, but you will not know who she is if you don't stay till after season 3. So
I was just about to say, wasn't he engaged to somebody and then they broke up? She was a police officer. That's what I saw.
Yeah, well, it wasn't her.
Oh, it wasn't her, a different lady? Okay.
No.
And so now that we are acquainted with the characters, let's start getting into what happened in this pilot episode. So it was quintessential Black people. Loved it. Basically, it's about, let me make sure I get names right, because I was genuinely confused about people. I was like, oh, they look the same. That's going to mess me up. Tony decided she was going to date Joan's ex-boyfriend, which is her first real boyfriend. Hence, he does what the title is called, toe sucking. He had his own little kit and everything. He knew how to polish them. He put the cotton in between. Like, he should have went into business, but instead, he didn't make money off his kink. And it kind of created some turmoil in the group. That was the big thing. You know, of course, Maya was like, Tony, your nose be up. That's you breaking girl code. And Tony called Maya something I can't remember, but it was very specific. It was a low rent something. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
They don't seem like friends.
It's very rude.
I was like, these group of girlfriends don't seem like friends. I would never talk to my friend like that. But, you know, It was the 2000s. Anything went. And then, honestly, Lynn was just there. Lynn and William were just there for a good time.
As they are.
As they are. And, I also really love, which I don't really remember in the later seasons. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. But I really love the what do you call it? When they put Joan's face on her regular face and she was kind of like talking, breaking the fourth wall.
Oh,
Really thought that was cute.
They
break the fourth wall in it, which I think is a very nice new thing. I don't believe, if I do my math correctly, I don't believe The Office was out yet in the UK. I mean, in the US. I think it was out in the UK, but it was not out in the US yet. So I don't think we saw a lot of fourth wall breaking other than like Fresh Prince and like Martin and stuff like that. We didn't see a whole lot of people talking, maybe looking at the camera, but not talking. So I was like, wow, you can really tell the cinematography. This was a well thought through, And then they were in Joan's house, iconic set. Love it. We love the color scheme. We love the browns. We love the greens. If you guys were watching this episode for the first time, which maybe it was, what was your reaction to it? How was your introduction to Girlfriends?
So I watched Girlfriends for the first time all the way through in 2020 when Netflix put on that when Netflix picked it up and put it on. You know what I'm talking about.
Understood.
I loved it. The first episode was very much like you said, like these are not friends. Like why are we bickering like this? Why are you dating my ex type of thing? But it also made me want to know their backstories. Like for a while in season 1, I was like, why are Tony and Joan friends? Like why, not even just season 1, but like a few seasons, like why are y'all friends? So like it draws you in. You want to know about the characters. You see their developments. There's a lot of very good developments within this show. A lot of drama. So, I loved it. It drew you in through the first episode. I think that was a successful pilot.
I would have to agree. I'm the type of person, I don't normally binge shows that often. But normally when I attempt to binge a show, I'll get through the pilot, maybe, and then just never come back for like 5 years, 6 years. But this was one of the few shows when I watched the pilot, I decided to hit episode 2. And even though, like, I will say, in comparison to the rest of the show, the pilot gave us a lot of go girl, give us nothing. But I feel like compared to compared to the rest of the show, because the rest of the show is really good. The pilot's like, okay.
I mean, that's a very fair
assessment. But compared to other pilots, I would put it higher up on the tier ranking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was good. Also, yeah, Tony and Joan being friends never made sense to me.
No, Tony being friends with that whole friend group don't make sense.
They're all on different levels.
I would see the other 3 being friends.
Mm-hmm.
Tony, like how the popular people always need ugly people around them, quote unquote, to feel special.
Yeah,
that's kind of what Tony gives, which I think was the purpose of her character. So,
yeah, for the sake of the show, Tony's character works, but like in real life, no way. No way.
No, not at all. And my next question would be, after watching this, and from what you know about Girlfriends, outside of the characters, what makes it uniquely Black? Because I personally feel like, they didn't typecast, especially when it came to skin tone. I love that because, we didn't see that a lot in TV, and we didn't see that a lot, especially in the 2000s when music videos were coming out. I really like, although Tony is problematic, I like that she is not like what you would have expected her to be. I feel like in the way things were being made back then, you would expect Lynn and Tony to switch roles. But it's just like, no. Tony was like, I'm that girl, and y'all just have to deal with it. And like, I love delusion. And I don't hate it at all. And there's a lot of delusional people out there, and they should deserve to be seen on TV.
True. It's true.
And I also just feel like it focused on the nuances of Black women relationships, how we talk to each other. I feel like it humanized us, like it wasn't a show about the typical things people make. And I feel like that also has to do with the fact that it was written by a Black woman, but
you can always tell when a show is written by a Black person. Like every time. It's so obvious because they're just normal people. You know, they're not trying too hard, and the little nuances are there. Like even in the pilot, like, you know, correcting Maya's grammar. I feel like that's like a thing that happened, at least to me anyway, when I was growing up. You know, like there's no room for slang in certain settings, especially in the early 2000s. Like I was corrected like all the time on my grammar, and I feel like that's a very nuanced thing that like isn't necessarily like you wouldn't see a white person doing that necessarily. Well, I mean to like a Black person in like that same context, because I feel like
I don't think when non-Black people say slang or say slang-esque stuff, it hits the same with the repercussions.
Yeah, it doesn't. And like, you know, and like what you were saying about the typecasting, I really appreciate that Lynn and Tony did swap roles as far as like skin tone is concerned and whatnot. But what makes it uniquely Black, they're relatable as hell. Like I feel like we all know somebody like each one of them. I'm just gonna live in my truth. I'm just gonna say it. Tony's my fave, my problematic fave, because she's a bad bitch and she's fabulous.
I love Delusion.
Same. Like, she's dressed to the nines. I literally get through my life every day just faking it till I make it, and I just feel like that's what Tony does. And so that's why I just love the show. I just relate to the girls, and they're just great. I love them. I want to be like that in my late 20s. Fabulous.
Yeah. Now that you say that, Maya is still a favorite character of mine.
Same.
But I love a villain. I've said this before on this podcast. I love someone who is a true villain. And although they tried to give her some like redeeming qualities at the end of this episode, like I love a true asshole, a true bitch, a true villain. Like, this is me. Yes, I'm the cutest one out of all of you, and I still am your friend. I love you, but I just want you to know. You know, it just gives something different that you don't get to see every day in regular TV or in real life. You know, that exaggerated Mean Girl-esque type of character. I think that is needed, because I was just watching something. I watched the show called Smosh, and there's a girl on there named Arasha. And how
do you spell that? SMOSH?
Yeah. Oh, they're a very popular YouTube channel.
The YouTube people, right?
But it's not just Ian and Anthony anymore. But Arasha, she's an Indian young woman, and she was talking about how she wants to see more people that look like her being like the villains and not being like the nerdy girl who can't seem to find a man that loves her. And I was like, yes. Like, I feel like people are afraid to make people of color the bitch in shows because they're okay, bitch is a strong word. I'm not calling her a bitch. But what I'm saying is that's one of the typecasting things that they do a lot in Hollywood. People are so afraid to make the Black person in a show or anybody who's a person of color a villain or a mean girl that they just don't do it. And Tony's like, yes, and I can appreciate a yes, and.
It's like Tony's like the precursor to Elektra from Pose.
Yeah.
Yeah. They both eat. Yeah.
That was a good analysis, because Elektra is that girl.
She girl.
Really is.
She is problematic, and I love it.
As fuck. And I love her. She's also my fave. Let me some Elektra.
Danielle, what are your feelings about it?
Well, I just feel like it was about time for us to have a show that's similar to like a Sex and the City, how every girl was like, I'm a Carrie, I'm a Samantha, like, no, we have a Joan and we have a Maya, like, you know, and we had Living Color, obviously that's kind of this like a similar friend group style show, but I think this one was more specific, focusing on just the women's friendships. I mean, obviously William was there too, but I don't know, I feel like I was able to relate to this, especially going like into my, not going in, but like in my mid-20s, going into my late 20s, like you realize that like friendships and arguments and stuff like that is on the show, it's like real life. Like you could tell that she was probably picking things from her real life, not just oh, let me think. Let me put a writer's room together and like, what can I, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like, it was from own experiences. At least that's how I believe. So I don't know. I just feel like this show really focused in on Black women, their dreams. They really focused on like when Maya wanted to do Oh Hell No. She wrote her book and she became a best-selling writer. And when Joan wanted to open up her restaurant, like it was just showing that they don't have to be one dimensional. They could go and do other things. I think that was really a part of like the inspirational aspect of the show. So it just had so many different things. Like, yeah, it's funny, but it also has like a real life aspect to it. So that's what I love about Girlfriends.
I love that.
Well said.
Trivia question.
Thank you.
Oh, I forgot.
Hold on. Let me turn my heat off.
No, literally, I turned off my heat not too long ago. I forgot we were playing a game. I was in the girlfriend's world.
Mm-hmm.
As you should be.
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay, what's up?
Trivia question. This is not a bonus question. This is you have to answer this. You don't get anything wrong if you don't answer it, but
okay.
Who was the only character that appeared in every episode? And the clock has started.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, it's not multiple choice. Friends at Home. Who was the only character that appeared in every episode? The Ring of Death. I don't have this as my alarm ring, and people should change it. You shouldn't make that your alarm ring.
I never hear it.
I haven't heard a ring not one time.
No.
You've been setting it? Like, are we supposed to hear it?
When you make an alarm on Apple, that's the default ring.
But like, we don't hear the ring.
We don't hear it.
Well, I don't have that as my. Oh, you can't hear my ring.
We can't hear anything. Yeah. I'm like, what? I thought you were talking about the circle on the back of your phone case. I'm like, okay.
No. Let's see if you can hear it now.
No.
Mm-mm.
It is low. It just started though.
To be fair, I haven't heard it in any episode.
Not
and
one.
I just assumed that Bobby could hear it.
It did that. Okay. It did the it did that. You guys
noted.
Okay.
Noted.
Okay, cool.
One time. I love that for me. Anyway.
Yeah,
Please show me your answers. Wow. Okay, we have two different answers. The first one for Bobby is William, and Lynn is Danielle's. Wow. They both got it
wrong. Yeah.
It's Joan, Tracee Ellis Ross.
I didn't.
You know what? I feel like Joan was the obvious answer.
Yeah.
But like William had to be the answer. Like I looked at IMDb.
I also looked at IMDb. That's what you get for trying to cheat.
No, not now. No.
That's what you get for trying to cheat.
No, I didn't look at
Bobby.
now.
God don't like ugly.
When I first
you're not too fond of cute right now. Not too fond of cute.
Oh my God, no.
No points for that round. Bobby, you got about 4 points to make it even. So I don't even know if there's 4 points enough to make it even, but I guess we'll see. Now we're gonna go down to our show's performance. Okay, the season wrap, the series wrap. 8 seasons, a lot of seasons, 2 different networks, 54 nominations in total, mainly coming from the NAACP, BET, and Prism nominations. Now, what I do want to say, I feel like for this to be a long-running show, and I also read that in 2007, they were like one of the longest-running sitcoms. I feel as if they were snubbed from Emmys, but that is just me.
Yeah.
I feel like they were snubbed, and I know why they were snubbed, because of the type of show it was and the fact that it wasn't supposed to be relatable to a certain demographic. But I just feel like it should have had more, because out of the 54 nominations, I can only find that Tracee Ellis Ross and Reggie Hayes won like 2 different awards during the time, and I think the show won an overall award, and like that's it. So I feel like
wait, at the Emmys, or you just mean like in general?
No, in general. Out of the 54
no, you're lying.
Only 3?
Only won like maybe no. Tracee Ellis Ross won 2. Reggie won 2, and then the show won 1. So I'm gonna just, in case I missed one, I think they won like maybe 6 or 7 out of those 54 nominations.
Wait. No, that's actually really crazy.
I feel like a nomination snub happened for the entire season duration of the show, but that's just me.
That's not curling over well with my spirit.
Right?
Like, I'm offended, actually.
Giving offense, honestly.
Like,
yeah.
Just never.
Okay. Now that we've talked about the gaslighting of Hollywood, let's talk about the show's legacy. It was an iconic theme song. Okay, it's a meme. It's a TikTok. My work friends, like it's
my
it came
friends till 5 p.m.
Like people who are not African American, who probably never watched this show, don't even know that's a remake of a theme song. Like, give Angie Stone and Mara their credit and their dues, because you would not have them bajillion work friend videos. I have thought about multiple times making that work friend video with that specific sound, because it fits so well. And you know a Black person sang it because they had to remake it.
You know.
They said, "Don't call me on the weekend." I know that's right.
That's 5 p.m. Hey,
bye.
Don't know you. Okay, like it's a great time. The iconic fashion of the show. Okay, first of all, these ladies could dress down.
Miss Tony.
Miss Tony. Tony. I loved Joan's outfits. You know, she didn't have to do too much. And I was like, you know, in the beginning, when she showed, she was like, I'm gonna see you, let you see it when I'm walking away. And that was a cute green dress.
It was. Let's talk about it.
Dress down.
Like, it was a good time. I feel like the reason that this also works is because it was a show that really rarely brought up poverty and the ability to not make your means. So if anyone else wrote this other than Mara or a Black person in general, they wouldn't be able to go off of the stereotypical things that usually people go off of when they're making Black shows. Like, yeah, if they're all poverty stricken, that's an easy way to not make them dress good. But they didn't. They had that money. Okay, Joan had her own house. Okay, they was married. They was living a best life, and it wasn't like, not saying money wasn't an issue in the show, but like it wasn't a plot point. Their status was not connected to the amount of money they made. It was literally about who they were as individuals. And yeah, when that comes with, you get to have iconic styles that are specific for each person.
Okay, because Tony said in the first episode, "Don't let this product fool you. I will wear you out."
Okay.
I will wear you out. Did I believe it? No.
And she meant
but did I love the delusion?
The delusion is there.
It's all about it's the confidence that makes people take you seriously.
Okay, like I don't think people understand. I've been living delusionally all year. People trying to figure out why I've been outside, because I'm in my head, I'm rich. Like in my head, I'm Tony. I'm moving on it like I don't have bills.
Period.
And it's fine for now, you know?
And it works.
Right.
And it works. Like, I'm living my best life. Who gives a shit? You know? Not me. Like, so why do you care?
Not me.
Exactly.
You in my business. Don't do that.
Cars and stuff haven't been repoed. Things are getting paid. I'm just also outside because in my brain,
like,
I got a place to live. A woman, and he gonna bring that money back to me.
Period.
It's just what
I think people need to be more delusional, especially us, because there was a TikTok of this girl laughing that there was 2 TikToks. There was a TikTok of this girl laughing at the fact that America wants us to work till 65, and then there was another TikTok where this younger white girl was talking about how she loved working at her job, but the fact that you have to drive to work, leave work, shit, and people were just talking about. I was like, no, because
she's right.
She's right. Having a full-time job. My first ever full-time job kind of changed my life, like slapped me in the face. It dragged me down the street through the mud, ruined my perception of adulthood forever.
Adulting is a 0 out of 0.
So at that point I was like, well, fuck it. I guess I can have fun whenever I want then. If y'all can make me do this.
And I feel like the whole show is based off that delusion. And it's not delusion because there's people that really live that life, but it's like, for me, it let me be delusional with them.
Yeah.
I got to be a free spirit like Lynn, or I got to be that girl like Tony, or I got to have boy troubles like Joan, you know? Or I got to, you know, be that person like Maya and say whatever I want to say, and you got to deal with it. it was just like I got to gave me a boost of serotonin.
If anything, it's practice for the future.
Yeah.
You know?
Literally. Yeah. This show raised a whole generation of girls, a whole generation of Black girls specifically. And since you mentioned it, I also want to say that this was supposed to be literally the Black woman / Black girl Sex in the City. That's one of the reasons why Mara made it. Is because we deserve to have that as well. And you never have to worry about money in the realm of Sex in the City. So why should you have to do it with Black people?
Exactly.
Yep.
Period. Like I said, you can pick who you want to be in the show because every character had a relatable quality. Were they all like super relatable, like a Tony, like we said, delusion? No, but it gave what it needed to give every time. It's rewatchable. I love it.
Oh, I actually skipped a trivia question because I was like, why am I on this other part? But I skipped it. I did. I was so into the characters, I just missed that blue trivia question line.
Okay.
So we're gonna bring it back, and then we're just gonna run them both at the same time.
Oh my God! Wait.
Trivia question. Yeah, because
okay.
Just be ready.
Okay.
Trivia question. Not multiple choice.
Fuck.
What is the name of the Girlfriend spinoff?
Excuse me?
What?
You get a bonus point if you can explain why it's a spinoff of Girlfriends. Your time starts now.
Wait.
Are you calling me a dummy?
Wait.
Your time starts now.
What?
You got I'm gonna give you 10 seconds more.
I can't think of any shows.
The question was, what is the name of the Girlfriends spinoff show? What is the show that is a spinoff of Girlfriends? You got 5 seconds. Extra point if you can tell me how the shows are related.
This is really fucked up of you, Brie. I just want to let you know right now.
The answer that I put is so...
Okay. Well, let's see it. Let's see the answers. Let's see it. I'm ready.
I really want to know what you said.
I'm ready. Okay, what do we have? We have... Does that say flower?
Power, bitch.
Okay. So Danielle said power.
Bitch.
Bobby said best friends because they're besties.
What's that? A show?
My best friend.
At least I wrote a show.
So you both got it wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to answer this question with my next point. My next point was that they had an equally successful spinoff show called The Game. How is it related? You may ask. Well, Tia Mowry, who plays Melanie, is actually Joan's cousin.
Oh, that's right.
And it's actually in an episode. I want to say maybe season 6 or 7 or something like that. One of the Girlfriends episodes ended up being like the pilot episode for the game.
It was.
Wow, that's crazy. You know what? I never watched The Game either. I feel like I should have, but I might have been a little bit too grown for me.
The Game almost ended up being my episode that I was going to do for this. But I was like, look at that. It said The Game and it said related series. Girlfriends. I was like, oh, that. Why?
I'm disappointed in myself.
I would have never guessed that shit ever. Wow.
I was like, maybe they'll think about what's happening around the same time.
No. Actually, not one.
Y'all just
not one brain cell.
Yeah, every single show just went out of my head. Hence Power.
It did not touch. Power didn't even come out.
Power is crazy.
Power wasn't even out.
I said, think of a show.
Power has its own spin-offs.
Power has its own spin-off. Power is an individual franchise. It is the universe of Power.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, they didn't get that one. Tried. For those who missed it, the answer was The Game. And for those who missed how it's related, Melanie is Joan's cousin. And she was in an episode of Girlfriends, and then The Game came out.
Yeah.
Well, that's lovely for them.
The more you know. Okay. Next trivia question, because I have to go back.
Right.
Okay.
Why was the show permanently canceled? This is multiple choice.
Okay.
A, contract issues. B, budget. C, low ratings. D, writer strike. I'm going to read it one more time for people in the back. Why was the show permanently canceled? A, contract issues. You know those. B, budget. Did it cost too much to make it on that set? C, low ratings. Was it only us that was watching that show? And D, writer strike. When was the last writer strike? Let me see your answers.
I have a question.
Too late.
It is too late. Okay. I see the answers. Bobby wrote writer strike and Danielle wrote C, low ratings. What was your question, Danielle?
Okay, no, actually, go ahead.
What was your question? I already know what you got. So
like before, okay. Was there multiple answers that could have been right?
No.
Okay, never mind.
No. Bobby gets a point. It was a writer strike. So in 2007, the writer struck. They striked for a year, I believe. No, they didn't strike for a year, but they striked almost as long as the one that just happened. And basically the production company just decided that they didn't want to renew the show.
Yes, I only knew that one because that was right before season 2 of The Office. And that's why the season 2 of The Office was delayed, because Steve Carell was about business.
I see.
You know?
It got, so basically your brain, yes, Danielle, exactly.
Yeah.
The production company, because of the writer's strike, it delayed the season coming out, and then they just decided to not renew the show. That's why it's left on a cliffhanger in the last season.
That's really fucked up. They should at least do like a movie. Yo, okay, if they're gonna renew anything, a Girlfriend's movie would hit. It would.
They did like a 20-year anniversary special thing. No, I don't think they're gonna do anything more than that.
I don't remember that.
But Kelsey Grammer is up to bringing the show back.
Of course he is.
So
not the full show. I mean, sometimes we just gotta let it. A special is fine.
No, he said he's working on. He would like to bring the show back.
Well, okay, Kelsey.
No, there were not multiple right answers. If you're asking me about contract issues, one of their contracts did end in season 6, but it did not stop the show from running.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't stop the show from running. I want to say, I don't want to say actually. I might be lying. I want to say Tony contract.
Tony wasn't in it, right? Yeah, she left.
Towards the last couple of seasons. I think her contract was just up, so she was done. But that's not why the show was canceled. The show was canceled because of the writer's strike. It pushed it back too far, and they just decided to not invest in it. So, the final recap before we get into our final segment of this show and the points. Right now, Bobby has 2. Danielle has 5.
Oh.
Hey. So.
Okay. Well. Interesting.
Apparently, Apparently 7 years ago to the day of yesterday, the Cubs came back from their 3-1 lead and won the World Series. So anything,
you know what I'm saying?
Anything, don't shake your head. Don't shake your head, Danielle. Like the Krampus wasn't quiet.
I just
like you know what? Somebody died.
You know what? I'm not a Cleveland Guardians fan, so that didn't matter.
Okay,
Cleveland Guardians?
Yeah, exactly, because y'all had to change
That's what their name is
now.
Cleveland Guardians? Who the fuck is the Cleveland Guardians?
Had the Redskins.
They had to change their name.
Wait,
it wasn't the Redskins.
Wait, no.
It was the Indian.
I'm kidding. It wasn't the Redskins. But it was something racist.
So they from the DMV, I still don't think they've changed their name.
I don't think the Redskins changed their name actually. No. But I do think, they changed their name.
Cleveland Guardians. Wait,
they came back from the 3-1 lead. Okay, and it made people very depressed. So I'm really excited for Bobby's possible 3-1 lead.
Baseball. Okay.
All I'm gonna say is it was a whole lot of talk about Cleveland coming back from their 3-1 lead from San Francisco. But when I brought it up in the group chat, so did they lose their 3-1 lead? Then nobody on my floor wanted to say nothing. I was like,
Can we just go back to the fact that Bobby just realized we were talking about baseball?
I love that for you.
I forgot because I could have sworn that the Cubs.
I did say the Cubs.
Football?
No, babe.
Yeah, the Bears? No.
No, babe.
Oh my God, my dad would be ashamed.
And honestly, they're not winning anything this season. So
I heard they haven't been doing very good for a while now, honestly. But
maybe it's the Cubs really thing. Maybe
not
they
my
need
business.
to play for about 100 years till they get their next one. I don't know. But anyway,
wouldn't know.
Hopefully, Bobby can do the same thing as the Cubs did and come back from her 3-1. but I'm not that confident. But I'm gonna send
I'm
you this
confident because I'm delusional. You know, I'm
because you're
channeling my
delusional.
inner Tony.
Delusion.
The
You know what I'm saying?
Delulu.
Like, the power of Antoinette Marie Child's gonna lead me home.
The power of Toni Morrison. Okay,
And Toni Morrison, the bluest eye bitch.
Now our final thoughts on the show. So we kind of talked about our personal feelings about the show, but I'm gonna ask this instead. What do you think made the show successful? Okay, it had 8 seasons, so that's a lot of seasons. And it didn't get canceled because of low ratings or low watchability or whatever I can't think of the name of it, but they was getting watched. Okay, it was literally a writer's strike that stopped the season from coming out. So what do you guys think made this show a successful show, specifically with its Black elements?
I feel like the different plot points continuously like had different what do you call it? Had different, oh my God, what do you call it? Hello? Plot twist. That's not what I'm thinking of, but that's what I'm gonna say. There was plot twist, there was a lot of drama that like you could follow, you could probably see yourself being in. The boy drama with Joan, you had to stay to watch how it ended. So honestly, I feel like with all the shout out to the writers of the show because they really ate. They really put their foot in it. They had the audience intrigued. Okay, we love a good writer's room. We love when we can tell that there are Black people in a writer's room. So yeah, I think honestly the writing, that's what did it. That's what did it.
Absolutely.
I do love a good writer's room.
We love
the writer's
room.
I love.
For Generation Z, it's this, not the other one.
Oh, I'm doing it underneath the camera.
Don't
Y'all
do that.
see,
Don't do that.
It's underneath the camera.
That's a game.
Yeah, I don't think that the girlies know that, and I feel like they should. They don't know.
They're gonna find out.
TikTok's gonna get them youngins in trouble.
Especially when they just be doing like the one half, like expecting like someone else to complete it. I'm like,
no, because I'm not in the game.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And I still live in Chicago.
Yeah.
No. Bobby, what do you think made it successful?
Okay. To Danielle's earlier point, representation. Okay, they talking about wanting to make it like the black Sex in the City. This shit's important because that's what Black people wanted. Like, yeah, we can love Carrie and we can love her Cosmos, you know, but it hits different when you got your own Joan and her own. I don't think Joan had a drink, but you know, she got her stuff, and that's all we want is to be able to see ourselves in our own characters. So that's why it's successful because we've been craving that shit. Like Abbott Elementary, come on, it's like the same thing as far as like The Office, white, you know, Abbott Elementary. We got our own Black mockumentary.
Check out episode 1 of pilot season.
Period.
Okay, that shameless plug. Okay. I remember when Girlfriends was put on Netflix. I was living with my grandmother during quarantine, and she saw it like before I started watching it, and she was like, "Oh my God, Girlfriends! Oh my girlfriends! I love those ladies. Those are my girls." and like she was so excited. She said that she used to sit up and watch that show every single week, never miss an episode, because she just felt that she related to them so much. And that's the whole point. You know, that's the purpose. That's why filmmakers do what they do, to make sure that their stories touch somebody and, you know, they can enjoy it. And so I think it all just comes down to representation at the end of the day for almost everything.
Agreed.
I agree. Any more thoughts before we go to our last trivia question on Girlfriends?
We love it.
We love it. That's it.
Yeah, that's kind of it.
Honestly, after watching this, I feel inspired to go back and finish the show. I've been thinking about it because it keeps popping up on my list. I'm like, okay, Netflix is trying to tell me something. Maybe I should finish the show. So I think I will.
Good for you, Bobby.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I'm going to finish it.
Okay, so we are now at our final trivia question. This final trivia question in every episode is usually a numbers question. So it is not going to be any different this time. Okay. I'm going to make it fair. Danielle, the minimum that you can wager is 2. Bobby only has 2 points. You have 5.
Yeah,
You
like
mean the
minimum
maximum?
you can wager is 2.
You mean the maximum I can wager is 2?
No,
the minimum.
the minimum.
So at the very least, you could either have 3 points or you can have like 7 points.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because what you're not gonna do is wager 1, because then you're gonna win anyway.
Well, if I wagered 2 and I got 4, then it would be tied.
Well, I don't have a tiebreaker, so
gotcha.
So 2.
I don't have
it.
a tiebreaker. I mean, I can look one up, but like, who wants to do that? I wrote a script. So, the final trivia question, for those who are at home, this is when you wager your points.
I'm so stressed.
Whoever gets closest to the number, and I think to keep this not crazy like it has been before.
Huh? Let
me explain. So when we do these numbers, usually someone has an astronomical number and someone has 2. and it makes math very hard. So what's gonna happen is to win your wager, you have to answer closest to the number without going over.
Oh no! What? Oh, that's even harder.
Okay. Wow, Bobby, this is really gonna be a test for you, girl.
This is really gonna be a test for me because I really am a go big or go home person.
Over the episode number. I don't care if it's one number over the episode number. You cannot go over it. So I'm just gonna say it because I've already said episodes. How many episodes of Girlfriends are there? That's the trivia question.
Wait, can I bring out a calculator?
Yeah, can I use a calculator real quick? Oh my god. You want me to
use a calculator any other one? No, can I use a calculator? Okay, for the people in the bag, the final trivia question is how many episodes of Girlfriend are there? You cannot go over. You must get closest to the actual number. If you are not the closest, you lose however many points you wager. Hold on. As you're writing, let me see those wagers.
Oh, I already put my answer there.
Hold on.
Are you both done with your answers?
Yeah, I finished my answer.
Okay, if you're done with your answer, just show me the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's a 2.
Same. Yo.
Okay. Hold on.
Wait, is that 194 that you have?
I wrote 194.
No, she has 200 down.
Yeah, but then I did 200 because I had to go up because I did it by 7 seasons. You want to know my math?
Okay, hold on. Before you do your math,
but there's 8 seasons.
For those who are watching, Bobby wrote 194.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Danielle wrote 200. Okay, so I'm gonna do some math. They can speak amongst themselves, and I'm gonna go away for a second, and I'm gonna mute myself, and I'll be back to tell you who's.
Oh, okay. So the way I did it,
actually, I won't. Show me your papers again.
Oh,
that's that what's that called, the long multiplication?
Okay, so you both did 2 wagers. That's all I was trying to look at. That's all.
Yes,
that's all. Not your I wrote that.
This is actually really stressful right now.
Okay, because the way I did it, right?
Yeah,
the 8th season did not have a full 24, 26, however many episodes. It only had like what was it, 8 episodes or something like that
for the strike,
right? So I did. Oh, she's back.
Okay, I am back, but I've decided to do something.
What?
Wait a minute.
I've decided to do something because the rule I just said does not apply because you both went over the number. So you're gonna get one more chance to write numbers down.
Oh,
you're gonna get one more chance to write numbers down.
Okay.
10 seconds to write down a new number.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take that number because you both went over. So I can't tell you by how much, but just know you both went over. Which is why I put my hands on my head. Like, I did not plan for that. Show me your number.
I wrote the number.
I wrote a number, but I don't.
Oh my god.
Okay, you're both still over. So let's write for one more time.
So our math means nothing?
More time.
I don't
until somebody gets a number underneath at this point, that's the person who's gonna win. So please.
Okay.
Please show me your answers. Bobby?
Oh. It's this one.
Okay, so Bobby wrote 160. Oh shit, hold on. Bobby wrote 164. Danielle wrote 113. Okay, now I'm gonna go away.
Oh. Wait, who do you...
I think it's me.
I'm still... Oh.
I'm gonna just say
Girl.
I'm living my Tony child life.
You're in a state of Delulu, and you know what? You do what you gotta do.
Okay, like I know for a fact season 3 has 24 episodes. Okay, so just going off of that.
I'm just hoping. How much did you put?
164.
I hope it's 163.
You know what? I hope it's 114. How about that?
Oh, either way, you would be wrong.
Wait, no, I hope it's. I'll take that back, actually. I take it back.
Yeah. I also hope it's well, actually, no, I don't. I take that back.
I hope for this to be over in the next 30 seconds.
Right. Hello, where are you at?
Like I'm actually sweating, like really bad. I turned off
No,
my
me
heat and
too.
everything.
Wow, that's not necessary. None of that is necessary.
Okay.
Oh, she's back.
Okay, we finally have a winner.
Okay.
With a final score.
Stop.
Actually,
Please. Brianna.
I didn't know I was gonna have to make another episode of pilot season. Bobby won.
Go.
With a final score of 4-3.
Wait. Oh, 4-3. Oh, that's me. Yeah.
Jesus. So I couldn't give y'all
Danielle! Danielle left.
I couldn't. Well, here's the thing. I couldn't give y'all hints. However, y'all were very close that second time. The final number of girlfriend episodes was 172. One of you wrote 173.
That was that's what you get. That's what you get.
I don't remember which one of you wrote it, but one of you wrote 173.
It was Danielle. It was Danielle because I put 178.
And I was
put
like
175.
Somebody put I thought okay, maybe it was 3 away. That's what I was thinking.
We were
both
was
like
close.
right there, and I was like, but I can't tell you to go down just a little bit more because that would be cheating. So,
well,
now what an exciting episode. We are now.
Probably...
I'm.
What? You're what? You're what?
I'm just. Can I just say something real quick?
Sure.
I am so happy. Thank you, Bree, for this moment. I'd like to thank the Academy, which would be Bree in this situation.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
Thanks, Danielle, for a great match. You know, competition. But I'm coming for you in the next round. So
there's now a next round.
Okay, it's game 6 now.
Listen.
Bobby, if you don't win game 6, that's it.
And that's it.
Oh my
God.
what
you gonna do? And then what you gonna do? And I'm gonna pick something that you really not gonna want to see. Okay.
It's gonna be it's really gonna be a 3-1 lead type situation. If the Cubs lost that 6th game, they wasn't gonna win. They couldn't go into overtime.
Can I be like I actually don't know any other sports teams. Hold on. like Real Madrid or somebody like that, you know, like they always be winning. It's not American, but you know.
Thank you for watching.
Okay.
This episode. It was very chaotic. I tried my bestest for people to get points. Okay. They didn't get it. I don't know what to tell you. I did some very good in-depth information.
These were some really good questions.
They went over multiple times. But the final score is 3-2. There will be a 6th episode of this show.
Sounds so sad.
Not sad, but we do have to change our schedule up now. So
yeah, you're right.
Not sad.
I apologize to Tracy Ellis Ross.
You know, an underdog is an underdog. You can't get an underdog down. I'm sorry.
You can't.
It was for Bobby to win.
It was.
You were so many points in the lead.
I was.
And you could have been an extra one with the game. You could have been an extra one with Joan. I gave you so many things to choose.
You know
game.
what?
Why did I get the game?
If you ask me, this is like art imitating life. Because if you remember, in those first 2 games that you won, I was ahead and you came back and you beat me. You know, so
that's true.
I just feel like this is, it's happening again.
This episode might be my villain origin story.
Oh
just
my
so
God.
you know.
That's how I felt episode 2. That's how I felt.
So blessed to be a part of your villain origin. Like, I just feel so blessed. Like, as a Capricorn, that is my goal, is to be a part of people's villain origin stories, you know? I really love that for you. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching Hot Combs and Popcorn pilot season. Again, this episode was the great show Girlfriends. Really successful show. It's on Netflix. Please go watch while it's still on Netflix. Netflix acquired a lot of like Black TV shows in 2020. So we have all of our favorites there. We have Moesha, which also, I don't know if I said this, fun fact, it's also in the same universe as Moesha. It's not as cross as the game, but yeah, it is in the same episode of Moesha. It's in the same universe, made by the same person.
So does that mean that it's in the Parker's universe too?
No, it's in the same universe as in like, don't think like Marvel universe. It's like in the same universe as like the characters specifically did not play as themselves, but the same people were playing characters in the shows, if that makes sense. Like
no,
characters from Girlfriends was in. Okay, whatever.
I'm sorry. No, I was confused. If you could just explain it again.
My name has been Brianna because we didn't introduce ourselves.
I'm Danielle.
So,
I'm Bobby.
Yeah, and thank you guys for watching. It's been pilot season. Please tell us what your scores are below. Did you know the answers to these questions? What episodes do you want to see for next season? Not this season. Please list some below of what you want to see for shows next season. This season, if Bobby comes back from her 3-1 lead, it's looking like it's not going to be over until about January. So don't plan on seeing any new episodes. Okay. Don't plan on seeing any new episodes from this show until like May of next year. So we'll start looking at your recommendations. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe on all platforms and follow us on our Instagram and Twitter. Bye.